Charles Edward Gantry by a jury in good standing in Sedgwick County. Lucas Hollister, I hereby sentence you to hang. And dispatch of the hangman from Lincoln. This court is adjourned.
The film begins in 1882 in the Wyoming Territory, where teenage brothers Lucas and Jacob Hollister struggle to maintain their family farm after the deaths of their parents, one from illness, the other by suicide. With dwindling supplies and no ammunition to hunt, Lucas sells their horses in Hayesville for a meager $30. After defending Jacob from local bullies.
Hold him, damn it!
All right, that's enough!
Lucas is confronted by their father's adversary, Charles Gantry, who demands labor as restitution. The following morning, Lucas attempts to shoot a threatening wolf but accidentally kills Gantry. Swiftly convicted of murder, Lucas is sentenced to hang. His grandmother, Evelyn, visits but offers no aid, revealing Jacob will be sent to a boys' home.
Look at me when you speak. Barely a sprout you are. My name is Evelyn Bassett. I was aunt to your mother. I thought it only proper to come.
What'll happen to my brother?
Arrangements will have to be made.
Meanwhile, a mysterious figure named Harland Rust arrives at the home and later prays at the Hollister parents' gravesite. In Ledford, Deputy Woodhelm grapples with his young son Benjamin's terminal illness. His wife accuses him of emotional detachment, leaving him devastated. Shortly after, Woodhelm and his partner, Drum, engage in a deadly shootout with 5 outlaws responsible for murdering a Native American family.
Don't even bother robbing them no more, you just go straight to killing them.
Made to answer for taking a heathen's scalp! They got me there!
The confrontation leaves all 5 outlaws and a deputy dead, though they rescue an abducted child. Jacob begins sleeping in the jail where Lucas is held. The sympathetic shopkeeper, Bill, helps Jacob to safety but cannot take Lucas with him. When deputies mock Lucas, Bill defends him, emphasizing his youth. That night, Harland Rust infiltrates the sheriff's office, knocking Lucas unconscious and stealing a rifle. Bill nearly shoots Harland but hesitates upon recognizing him. Harland issues a chilling warning: anyone who comes after me will shake hands with the devil himself. The next day, Lucas demands answers, but Harland remains cryptic, insisting Lucas follow him. News spreads that Harland has killed Sheriff Tom Long and 2 deputies, prompting a posse to hunt both him and Lucas. Back in Ledford, a drunken Woodhelm nearly murders a man who taunts him over past failures.
Okay, huh? It ain't in your neck, buddy, I got you. Harley, you get the hell out of here. Come on.
Drum intervenes, and Woodhelm confesses he has lost his faith, tormented by his son's suffering and his own sins. On the trail, Lucas forces Harland, at gunpoint, to explain himself. Harland reveals he is Lucas's maternal grandfather and presents a rifle belonging to Lucas's great-grandfather. When Lucas calls him a murderer, Harland retorts, "That makes 2 of us." They evade a hostile tribe and hunt for food, forging a tense alliance. Woodhelm meets with Lawrence Stillwell, who informs him of Harland's jailbreak and the 3 men killed in the process. Stillwell orders Woodhelm to apprehend Harland, assigning Dick Miller as backup and praising Woodhelm's unorthodox yet effective methods. The following morning, Lucas attempts to flee but is quickly apprehended by Harland. Exasperated by the boy's persistent questions, Harland graphically describes the horrors of prolonged hangings, emphasizing his desire to spare Lucas such trauma. Their journey takes a calculated turn when Harland deliberately frightens Lucas's already exhausted horse, causing its death to create a false trail. He reveals plans to reach Mexico with a contact's help, though Lucas protests abandoning his brother Jacob. In Ellsworth, Kansas, bounty hunter Fenton Preacher Lang receives a $1,000 bounty notice for Harland. Meanwhile, Wood's posse expands in Atchison, recruiting Boone and Cleetloff Fontaine for $200. The fugitive's path intersects with 2 trappers who are revealed as bounty hunters. A violent confrontation leaves both dead.
It's $1,000, boy. Don't take it personal.
Willard!
A A shaken Lucas declares his desire to return home, but their escape continues as they evade potential Native American trackers. Wood's investigation leads him to Evelyn Bassett, where he deduces Harlan's familial connection. In Lawson County, Colorado, their dynamic strains when Harlan prevents Lucas from mailing a letter. Lucas witnesses the brutal hanging Harlan had described, leaving him visibly disturbed. Their temporary respite includes Harlan's unexpected purchase of a dog, offering momentary humanity amidst their flight. By campfire light, Lucas shares childhood memories of nursing his dying mother. Harlan reciprocates with his own tragic history, financial ruin leading to bank robbery and estrangement from his daughter, Lucas's mother. They reflect on the cursed legacy of the family rifle, connecting it to multiple tragedies including Lucas's father's suicide. Their journey grows more desperate as Lucas falls ill. A hoped-for sanctuary proves impossible when they discover Harlan's old accomplice was hanged years prior. In a poignant moment, Lucas gifts their dog to the man's son before continuing. Meanwhile, Wood receives devastating news of his son's death but maintains stoic focus on the hunt, recalling his extensive experience bringing outlaws to justice, including the philosophical outlaw Tom Bell. The narrative culminates with a feverish Lucas collapsing in Rio Arriba, New Mexico territory. As a wagon company takes them in, Lucas's delirious cries for his mother underscore their shared trauma. Wood's posse continues their relentless pursuit, with Drum attempting to comfort the grieving lawman during their night camp. Wood reflects somberly on the execution of outlaw Tom Bell, recalling how the man's neck snapped with finality, an emptiness that now mirrors the loss of his own son. Meanwhile, Lucas awakens from fevered dreams of his mother, his health restored after a day and a half unconscious. Harlan, ever watchful, remains steadfast as their flight continues. Bounty hunter Preacher Lang arrives at the home of Chunk Boater, where Harlan and Lucas had once sought refuge. Charming the lonely widow, Preacher extracts critical information before departing. Soon after, Harlan and Lucas are ambushed. Though Harlan wounds one attacker, he takes a bullet in return.
Christ! God, I'm hit! Lucas!
I'm here!
Get the rifle!
Forced to abandon their horses and supplies, they press onward. By firelight, Harlan reveals his tragic past, the loss of his son to hard labor, his wife's suicide, and the ruin that drove him to outlawry. Lucas, in turn, confesses his survivor's guilt, haunted by his mother's death. Preacher tracks the fugitives to the site of the failed ambush. When one bounty hunter reaches for his gun, Preacher kills him without hesitation, coercing the survivor into revealing Harlan's route toward Dall's Pass. Weak from his wound, Harlan rests while Lucas hunts, only to be confronted by Kiowa warriors. In a desperate gamble, Lucas trades the family rifle for a horse, earning the warriors' bemused dismissal. Harlan, watching from the shadows with his pistol drawn, exhales in relief. In Moscow, New Mexico, Lucas leaves Harlan to find a doctor but recognizes the horses of the men who slaughtered the Kia he just bargained with. Inside the saloon, Blackburn and his gang discuss claiming Harlan's bounty, until Wood arrives, having already captured Lucas. The tense standoff erupts when Preacher guns down Cleet, sparking a chaotic shootout. Blackburn and his men fall, Drum is wounded, and Harlan takes another bullet. As Wood orders Miller after the fugitives, Preacher shoots Miller from his saddle, then corners Harlan and Lucas on foot. Preacher, now unhinged, shoots Wood in the shoulder and prepares to execute Lucas, until Harlan, mortally wounded, fires a final, merciful shot into Preacher's back. With his dying strength, Harlan bargains with Wood, his surrender in exchange for Lucas's freedom. Challenging Wood's rigid view of justice, Harlan forces him to confront his own grief and the futility of punishing a boy for an accident. Moved, Wood relents. Harlan directs Lucas to seek an Elmo, who will guide him to Mexico and reunite him with Evelyn. As they part, Harlan insists Lucas not mourn him, content with having secured the boy's future. When Stillwell arrives, Wood lies, claiming Lucas died in a fall. Lucas, reclaiming his identity as Lucas Rust, rides toward a new life. Wood returns home to find his son's room empty, his wife gone, their marriage shattered by grief. In Hayesville, Harlan is hanged on the gallows originally built for Lucas. Stillwell coldly orders his body strung up twice, a grotesque parody of justice. Meanwhile, Lucas reunites with Evelyn and Jacob, their embrace a quiet triumph over the violence that sought to destroy them. The film ends. Please subscribe for more of these recaps. Until next time, have a nice day.